Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We are in the Dota 2 Asia Championships, and we are at the final day of group stage action. All right, and this is going to be heat number 3, and it's going to be a matchup between EHOME versus MVP.Phoenix. Dota 2 Lounge has the odds at about 86% in favor of EHOME to the 14 of Phoenix, and well, that's because currently in standings, Phoenix at the bottom. They're side by side with their buddies Newbie there at 1 and 13, and for EHOME, not that much further up. They're sporting a 5 and 8 record, but they will really need this win and push up to 6 and 8 in hopes for maybe some potential tiebreakers and a good lower bracket seed. With all that said, bringing you the English coverage is myself, KotLGuy, over on Beyond the Summit 2, and I'm not going alone. I have brought in a new friend, actually a new co-caster, but a great friend, Maut. How you doing?
I'm good, man. A bit late, 2:30 here on the East Coast of America, and I'm excited. We have some good games on tap. This one is a couple of teams that they're a bit sad, especially MVP.Phoenix. They are already going home. They won't be there for the main event, so a bit unfortunate as they will be one of the bottom 4 teams. But that doesn't give them any reason to stop playing hard and to having good drafts. For EHOME, this is maybe their tournament life if they're not careful. So they actually really have to take this game seriously. And EHOME is a team that I feel like you could say MVP.Phoenix and you're like, all right, well, that team didn't do well. That's, somewhat understandable. But EHOME is a team of superstars, Musho and Ohio specifically. I'm also a huge fan of DDC. Yang and Flame, some newer players, but we'll see how it pans out. They get the Axe, they get the Troll Warlord. On the other side, Jug and Shadow Fiend. Literally, this meta in a nutshell is these 4 heroes.
Yeah,
it's actually ridiculous.
Without supports. Maybe if we threw in the Vengeful Spirit, which is still there, then you pretty much have the past month of Dota right here in front of you, so including the DAC. And then just to bounce upon, MVP.Phoenix, unfortunately we know that now their road is over for DAC, but hey, they get to walk away with what looks like about $26,000, and that's more than most tournaments, so it's not all terrible. Obviously there's potential to make a lot more. When you move up, the difference in prize money becomes absolutely gross. So this is where we're going to start to see real nerd sweaty Dota. And EHOME, you don't want to underestimate Phoenix. You need to make sure you get a for sure win, because having a tough opponent in what could be a potential best of one lower bracket, you might make it to the main stage, but you won't be there for very long.
I think if EHOME... There's no way EHOME underestimate MVP.Phoenix. They have to take every game extraordinarily hard. Otherwise, like you said, they're in some dire straits. So they go for a solid draft. They go for the extra Warlord. I feel like both of these teams are picking a lot. I think MVP.Phoenix has been really just trying everything. I mean, everything at their disposal. All of their drafts, if you look at them from a bird's eye view, there's maybe like 3 drafts where they have like a Vengeful Spirit or 4 here and there. But then every other draft, they throw in like a Templar Assassin, they throw in the Earthshaker, they get the Sniper, they get, say, a Chen, a Medusa, an Ursa. Like, they had Ursa against Cedic last game. So I like the fact that they're switching things up and trying to see what works for them. Because right now, nothing's working for them. They need something to work for them. Anything would be great.
It becomes a bit crazy. And then the last time we saw EHOME, it was Mushi, at least on this channel. He did the support Ricky. It was against Fiji Gaming. And I almost had to call 911. It was such an ass beating. I felt terrible. It was ridiculous. I don't know what it was. I mean, there was a lot of praise for EHOME coming into this one, and we all love the good old TI3 Orange Esports, but that just didn't look like them. So hopefully they find a bit of consistency. I think they've had a little bit of luck since that game, but they still need more wins here. And opening with this Powerhouse Zero Axe Troll is it was EHOME VG,
right? No. Are you talking about EHOME Vici?
That was EHOME Vici, the support.
Okay, yeah. That's a 20-minute, 19-minute, 10-second duration game, and they won 1 game since then out of playing 2 more. They beat Newbie. I mean, and normally we would talk about Newbie. Like, if this was a week ago, be like, yeah, beating Newbie, that's a pretty big accomplishment. But literally every person has beat Newbie except, I think, Tong Fu. I might be wrong about that.
Like, when I was coming into DAC, I didn't get the heads up of which teams I would be casting, but I had, like, a matchup of, like, Secret versus Newbie, and if it was, like, a week ago, I'd been like, this is the title match. I can't believe this is potentially the grand finals right before me. Yeah. No.
I don't think so.
It actually turned out to be somewhat of a close game, but nonetheless, Secret pretty much had control. So, and if you've been living under a DAC rack, Secret is about to go almost undefeated in group stage. They're 14-0. It's out of control. It's ridiculous, and props to them for good Dota play. But here we go. Let's talk about the draft right here. Okay. We got We got Jug, Shadow Fiend, and now they get the prized Rubik. And it has now become almost first ban worthy towards teams like Hellraisers and Na'Vi, who really put a lot into it. But Phoenix get it here, and they follow it up with the Tidehunter.
Tidehunter coming out for MVP.Phoenix, and solid choice, the Watermelon Man coming through. Really good offlaner. Hasn't seen that much play. He's been picked a couple times here for DAC. He's not like super not picked. Actually, I want to see what heroes have been picked the most, as I have the stats right up here. He's actually been picked 26 times. It's not bad. I thought it was a lot less than that, but 26 times here for DAC for Tide. Solid hero, but the problem with the hero is that he has a 38% win rate currently in DAC, so not the best.
It's been rough. You know, there's been that recent boost of Rubik's. They're not always frequently side-by-side with Tide, though. They're usually on the other side, and that can ruin your day. And Bat Rider, though it was a first initial top pickup, getting a Tidehunter against the Bat seemed to be good, you know, very successful for the Tide, but then Bat Rider kind of fell off or would get banned like we see here. He's been quickly become first ban priority, so, you know, yeah, he's fallen off the wayside a little bit, but he's back from the shore, and he'll look to be an ass-beating here. But EHOME, there's the Templar Assassin, so what looks like the Mushi TA.
Yeah, this is a frightening hero for Mushi. Like, you talk about his OD, which is pretty nice, and I think his Templar Assassin is maybe his best hero, one of his best heroes at least. I'm sure there's a lot I'm missing here, a lot I'm forgetting, but Mushi has a pretty decent hero pool, but Templar Assassin is right up there with the tip top. And with Vengeful Spirit and Troll Warlord and Axe, even they have a lot of early game damage here, and I like how this is all coming together. If they can get like an Axe Blink Call into Shadow Fiend, they could go to work with the Templar Assassin. There's easy ways they can kill a lot of these heroes. And to top it all off, they're on the dire side. They have a TA with Meld Strike, a Vengeful Spirit with a Wave of Terror. They have arm reduction. Roshan, he's not going to be home for long. This guy's going to get caught out. He's going to die.
Not. Okay, so this is what you do. You have a potential mid matchup between Shadow Fiend and Templar Assassin, both heavy hitters, both great CSers. One team's got to maybe get some early rotations in, take the other one down, and that allows the standing survivor to really thrive. Chen, he can make action happen right off the bat there. And MVP.Phoenix, I don't know how much they've been playing Chen as of recent, though he is very popular for like Cloud9 and Secret. They're going to give it a go here. I mean, I've talked plenty about all the recent buffs to Chen, what makes him so good. Now he has the mobility, of course, with bringing his, creeps on site to quick rotations and quick, counter initiations. But we'll see exactly what they plan to do. But this will prompt EHOME to venture out early on, maybe try to block some of those camps and have Chen struggle a bit in the early game.
I mean, your Chen is only as good as your rotations are, the pick, actually. So I think that it's a solid pickup here. It works okay with the Shadow Fiend. The one issue I have with the Shadow Fiend Chen is that if you try to go to the jungle early on and take some stacks or take some camps as SF, you're kind of split the jungle with the Chen, so that means like a little bit of the farm is going away from the Chen where he could be okay. So EHOME, they have one more pick left to go, 26 left of reserve time here. We'll see what they grab. And honestly, let's see what they need. They need another support. So they gotta get something.
Support, Shadow Shaman's been recently popular, still there when you don't have access to a line. I mean, they banned it outright themselves. Ancient Apparitions, they care about the heal, but they're going to go their own kind of heal, very defensive, get up here, and Flame snags it up. It's going to be the Abaddon here, so a lot more defenses here. He might even kind of dance around the mid lane a bit to make sure Mushi does have a good head start, but we'll see. There's your drafts, folks. EHOME taking on Phoenix.
The Abaddon pickup. I was certainly not expecting this. But this is pretty good. Good rotations. I think it's really good against the Rubik for like telekinesis. We see this a lot coming here from Secret, where Rubik will just the Rubik will be super active with the Chen early on in the game. And one way to stop that is to have the Abaddon come in, pop up the Aphotic Shield to make sure that telekinesis doesn't last very long. Get out of that. It also is really good against the Juggernaut, I believe, because of the damage reduction. Okay, yeah. And then
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, he's just hard to kill. He's just difficult to deal with, honestly.
He really is a pain in the ass sometimes. I mean, we don't see Wraith King support anymore. But Abaddon's still there to kind of fill those same shoes. I guess it's the same sense that you don't always see the Faceless Void, and when you do, it seems to be later in the draft, and you might have already secured a couple of supports. Just interesting how someone like Wraith King has really just disappeared when he was once like very, very popular. But
dude, that's just the nature of Dota, man. Like,
yeah.
Every like week or so, like a hero that was once popular in the metagame is like not popular anymore. It just doesn't exist. Am I just lagging? what's happening here? I might be lagging super hard.
Yeah.
Are you lagging?
No, I'm good right now. Probably a
All right.
reconnect should do it, though the players
Yeah, I will
are
do that.
all chatting a lot. I don't know if it's about lag. They seem to be running at each other. I think it's good. So you go ahead and do the reconnect.
I'm gonna reconnect. Yeah.
We'll see this early game unfold here. Tension already builds up. EHOME go right into MVP territory here. And like I said, they are going to block the hell out of these camps. There's going to be one, and they still have 2 obs on hand here. They can put one right there if they want, or it blocks the camp over there. DDC's looking at it.
30 seconds
Oh, man.
to battle.
Well, where is that all they put down? It looks like they're just going to get the one. If that's going to be the 2 for, I don't know if they're in the exact spot.
What did
or
I
not.
just reconnect to?
Yeah, they are.
There's maybe some action ready to happen. Hopefully we get something going. Mushi's like, I want to go. No, I don't think so. Maybe I do. No. All right, I'll back up.
This is interesting. Did you even see Forev right there? They do.
Yeah, they know he's here.
They're just all waiting for this one rune, it looks
Yeah,
like.
they really want this bounty rune. And I don't know what Yang is doing, man. Like, you have your entire team bottom. I don't know if this is the best idea. He might still get this rune. Mushi gets the one bottom, and then QO gets the one top. All right. That was interesting.
Yeah, that was weird. That was a lot of tension for not really a lot happening. Just a couple of pokes here and there. They trade their runes, and, well, as far as blocks go, they put the sentry right up in there in the middle to try to scout anything out. They don't get the ward there. There's one over here, and, well, let's see what Chen has to work with. He's still hitting okay. I mean, these 2 camps haven't been blocked out whatsoever, so I think he's not going to be too hindered in the early game.
Yeah, Mars should be all right. They blocked the 1 camp with this sentry here, I believe.
No, that one's not black. They did block the one.
Does that really block that? Really? That's surprising.
There's a finicky spot where you can block both the camps right there, but it's like one of those spots. It's like
there's a spot
microscopic
here that blocks. There's a spot. There's the magic bush, obviously that blocks the spot here. But they really just wanted to block this spot. So I don't know. It's warding to me, especially on the radiant side, is so finicky. Like blocking camps, but. They did get that camp. I mean, getting at least one big camp is huge. It's not the worst thing, but anything that you can stop the Chen's farm with. But already he's going for the Wild Ring Ripper. He's got a tornado up, and he's gonna have to work on like right-clicking his camp. He just sits there and just stares.
Go bird, go! Look at him. How the hell does the bird do that? I mean, it's somehow suddenly Tornadoville, and well, it's early good farm there for Chen, so he's not gonna have too much problem with the wardage that came out. EHOME, though, very aggressive down here. It's like pub style, where you just put Ohio in front, spin for days. You got Inflame there to heal you up if you need anything, and even the shield at the ready if a telekinesis is to come out. Just get the hell away from my axe. He's gonna solo, duke it out with these creeps up here. But top lane, Heen, you're getting a little too close and far away. And finally, EHOME's had enough. They said, just what are you doing? DDC gets that first blood. Fortunately for Heen, not even Anchor Smash was enough to stop them.
Well, he just skilled it up at the end there. Had he skilled it up earlier, he probably lives. Or he got Anchor Smash, or rather Kraken Shell at level 1, which is kind of interesting, especially against a melee Troll Warlord. I don't know about that play, but either way. And also, I want to talk about this now new tendency. Well, speaking of the devil, Forev's going, or getting God on there. There's the telekinesis coming out. They actually didn't use the Aphotic Shield on time. But it's always the defensive support with the aggressive axe in a dual aggressive lane, and it just works so well, especially against a team with Chen, because you don't have a defensive tri-lane to work with. You can't keep your carry safe. So as of right now, Forev has to be careful. He has to sit back with his healing ward. He has to clarity up as well. And I mean, there's nothing else they can do. So
I really like Abaddon and Axe. You throw the shield on them, they have to hit the shield.
Yeah.
So it blows up.
Yeah, I mean, you put the Aphotic Shield later on too, and he starts cutting the creep wave. Like, what do you do against that? How do you deal with that? I mean, the only way is just to hit the axe, but like eventually he's just gonna kill you if you do that. So.
You hit him, he's spinning, he's got a shield. It's just Disasterville. Don't touch that guy. But they get the telekinesis on him, just straight up and down. Nothing too special. Ryzen's happy to just kind of expend some mana, I suppose.
Well, I was like, that was fun. Do that again, guys. Like,
again, please, Daddy. But well, now they step behind and they're going for creeps. This is my lane now.
There's nothing. Rubik has no base damage. Fatebolt does nothing at level 1. Forev can't really run at him. I mean, because he's going to get Berserker's Call. No hero can run at Axe because of Berserker's Call. And Ha's just like, I already have Tranquil Boots, guys. You can't kill me. I don't know, man.
Manned up right now, so it's hard to not keep your eyes on the bottom. But for mid lane, the matchup of mid Titans right here, Shadow Fiend and TA. Shadow Fiend at 18 and 5, Mushi's at 22. But yeah, I can't look away from bottom for a second. They're making a commitment on Ryzen, and he's in trouble. They're trying to get the ward to help him out. The ward's out of range now, and they eventually chop him down. Ohio gets the second blood of the game with that one. EHOME now up and ahead 2-0. to none.
Man, like, this is such a good lane. I'm just gonna pick this in pubs forever.
I'll be the bad dude. You want to be the Axe?
Yeah, dude, let's do it. I'm actually so like I played Omni Knight Axe the other day, and I'm just like, this here's broken.
Yeah. Dude, I'm down. You be the Axe. You know what? Screw it. After this game, let's just play. I'm not gonna cast anymore.
No more casts, we're done, guys. We'll see you later.
Very, very potent combo. Obviously, putting in the mileage right here. It's a struggle right now, unfortunately, for MVP's bottom lane experience. And Chen's looking to get involved here, and he's like, I'll just call the Centaur, take it with me. No problem. More aggro to follow, but look at this. Back behind Forev. Gets hit with the magic missile, but Forev is also...
They're going to rotate 4 heroes down here, and that's how they kill.
Okay, so QO gets involved and gets himself a kill on the side. This certainly boosts his mid lane experience. So Ohio, unfortunately, just had nowhere to go. If he ran off to the right-hand side, Jug would have been there ready with a Blade Fury.
Yeah, and I mean, that was just Chen being in the right place, and then QO rotating it down there. If QO doesn't rotate, I don't know if they get that kill. So really solid play coming out there and making sure they get that kill. I mean, Axe is unkillable if they're in a decent laning situation where it's like a 2 versus 2. Even 3 versus 2 with the Chen, you're still probably fine. But you get QO involved, and that's too much, I think. So, but that does leave Mushi alone in his mid lane. And again, I talked about his Templar Assassin being so dominant. He's 34-8 to the 26-6 of the Shadow Fiend. So not a bad mid lane. They rotate DDC down bottom, and now how do you kill anybody? They're going to go in forever. He does get the Blade Fury off, so there won't be a magic missile coming out from DDC. But still, I mean, the pressure's there. And the mana cost for Berserker's Call is only 80, so they can just keep doing this.
Yeah, and there they are behind. March shows up, and the Bird's like, get the tornado out there or something. They need some help. The shield's already out on Axe. He gets the call off. Ryzen's in big trouble. So much burst damage right there. Extra bits of spins and pirouettes coming out for him. Forev could be next to drop right here. EDC, though, lots of tower aggro. There's going to be the shield to help him. And he gets the heal as well, so EHOME continue to get a lot here. He wants the Bird. Now he goes on to March. Battle Hunger is now going to be leveled up, and he's just going to slowly chop him down here. And I don't think... Deny yourself with the Bird. Something... Oh, fortunately, March will go down.
I don't think you can deny yourself.
And the Bird. Give me that freaking Bird.
Though. He's going to get chased down mid lane by Mushi with the DD.
Oh, Battle Hunger, you're right. Yeah, you can't deny that.
Yeah, I that was something that, like,
I'll take that as
I didn't, like, God, that's just such a weird mechanic. I don't know why they did that.
Dude,
but.
when it first came out in Dota 1, when Axe first came out, it was indefinite. It would stay on you till you killed a creep. It was the most broke ever, and then they gave it a clock, and it was still too long.
I don't know why
I remember back when Axe first came out. It was just, or at least when they first added Battle Hunger, I just remember being like, this is broke. You ruined the game.
That seems to be the case for a lot of Dota 1 heroes when they first came out, like, especially in the earlier patches. You're like, Gambler? What? I don't... What is this?
Seems
like,
fair.
One hit kill. They had Invoker with like 30,000 spells that you always see on like different sites and stuff like that. I was like, yeah, that seems nice.
All right, well, back at this match here, 5-1, a strong early laning phase coming out for EHOME, and they want more. Smoked up mid lane, QO is going to be in trouble. Magic missile to the face, and now Mushi moves on forward. Big melt strike, bang, boom, bop, gets it done. Forev comes in, but it's unfortunately too late. So Ryzen's here, telekinesis throwback. Chen's also getting involved. Tornado's coming, but it's too slow. Blade Fury's going to slowly chop him on down. Almost got that KS March, but unfortunately, it's not going to be there, but MVP just happy to get the kill on Mushi. Meanwhile, top lane, there's going to be the stun. Here comes Yang. Oh, my God! And he gets chopped on down. Tomahawks a flying. Yang grabs that kill.
Yang just walks up underneath the tower with no TP rotations coming to try to kill DDC, not even realizing that they could have potentially gotten Yang and DDC had they TP'd up to that top lane. Of course, a lot of TPs did come mid, but... I mean, that's just, they sacked bottom lane while that was all happening. Ohio and one of the supports, I think the Abaddon Inflame, took that bottom tower without any issue. Ohio's going to go for a Vanguard, and when you get this at 8 minutes, it's a good item. March is going to go ahead and TP away. Ohio nowhere near calling Blade threshold, so he's actually just going to take a stack. And the creeps are looking on, they're like, can you not do that?
Those are our friends. Why would you do that to our friends? He's like, get over here and fight me. Oh, here comes QO. He's happy to fight with you. And it's just an awkward engagement in the jungle, but here comes Mushi QO.
Mushi has a freaking blink dagger.
Let the animals die. Let them die. You didn't have to come and help out. And now he continues to run. He's actually doing okay. Nice sidestep, man.
He walked
March.
out. He's dead now. Oh,
he's trying to get Princeton in. There's the dunk. Ohio finally gets a hold of him and just jams him in.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, that was... You're right. You should have just let the creeps die, man. There's no reason to try to contest that.
It's like
and Mushi comes in with a
games
blink
done
dagger
quickly.
in 9 minutes.
Just let the animals die.
Ooh, I like that Super. You know what? That's funny you say that because I was literally just playing Super Metroid right before this game. But anyways, Vushi's getting caught bottom. Ravage doesn't connect. Come on, buddy.
Oh no.
Maybe next time.
I didn't catch it, but I'm not seeing Mushi stunned, and I'm seeing a Ravage on cooldown, so that is very unfortunate. It was probably for the greater good that I didn't show that to the world. So with that said, Mushi's able to walk away. The struggle continues here for MVP. A dominant start, especially in the bottom with that Axe get up with the Axe Abaddon. No respect whatsoever. And leaving top lane, Yang is just... I'm up here, by the way, you know, chopping at your top tier 2, but MVP didn't seem to have her hands full.
Oh, Mushi. Oh, Forev did not expect that, but he's not really doing that much. I mean, there's a cool play, but they don't have the follow-up. Ohio's walking. He's trying to get there. Oh, the trap's going to come in. He has Omni Slash. He might have to use it. Axe actually didn't chase for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. He was behind them closely. Now the blink coming from Mushi. Forev getting low, but the Omni Slash does literally no damage, and then the Melt Strike comes in, or the right click or something from Mushi just obliterates him. See, that's it, man. That is it, the Aphotic Shield.
Aphotic Shield and Refraction, double bubble trouble, dude.
good abilities against
the Omni Slash. He was like, cool, dude. It's like your power level is just at my. It's ridiculous. Oh my goodness. So with that, EHOME 9-2, already above a 5K net worth lead for them. And MVP, they pull out what has to feel like the early good old YOLO smoke, and maybe a pick on this top troll would be something to put them in the right direction. There's March. He's got a couple of satyrs and a centaur who are ready to fight. Oh, get back here! Yang is just a little too fast, unfortunately.
The Vlads from the Troll Warlord. Interesting pickup. Very good for early game aggression with armor. You can split push effectively with it. I like the choice. Blink out from Mushi. He'll stay alive. Blink for the Axe. This is a 10-minute Vanguard Tranquil's Blink Dagger Axe. Like, 10 minutes Blink in the offlane is good enough. 10 minutes Blink Dagger Vanguard is insane farm. He doesn't have that much CS. His GPM is 528. It's pretty damn good for this early on in the game. And MVP.Phoenix are getting worked over in multiple ways.
I'm sad he showed off the Blink Dagger. He should have hid and just went in and surprised him with a dunk, with a facial. But, yeah, I guess he just feels confident enough that he could just be a tirade here on the bottom. And what are you going to do about it, huh? You going to jump on me? Ohio's pretty much taking control, and now he's going to take the farm away from the MVP jungle. They got to do something. Ryzen still has that smoke. They might need to use it, but they do have the Ravage back here. And it looks like they're going to make a parade here in the mid lane.
EHOME are actually just going to walk back in. They were trying to go for Roche, and they could do it quickly, but they'd rather defend their 2-1 tower, which is maybe a better decision. They know that they have the huge advantage now. Yang should have a TP. He does. He's also going Shadow Blade. That's frightening. Ohio gets that stop. There's the Centaur Conqueror stop. He is actually... I don't know if they can kill him. He's so tanky. Oh, they put out a lot of damage. There's the Berserker's Call. They heal him back up with Inflame popping up the Mystic Coil, or Mystic... whatever it's called.
He's got Blink. He needs to get in there and get a hold of him. Ohio moving forward with the shield, but now he's going to get hit. But that's soaked up, so the Blink's still good. And he uses it. Catches a hold of 2. They're looking to burst down E before he gets the Ravage. He's trying to get it off. He gets it with his last dying breath. But unfortunately, it might not be a worthy sacrifice. Forev is already going to go down there up on the north-hand side. Ryzen takes Tomahawks, throws him back, and, well, they only end up losing Ohio here. It's a 1-for-2 trade. And with that, EHOME, they could go right towards Roche and maybe get things started there.
Omni Slash Ravage used for an Axe. Yeah, I'll take that any day of the week. That is easy trade. Like, I mean, they have to do that because there's nothing else they can do in that situation. If they don't disengage, I mean, they can't disengage. If they don't do that, they can't disengage. They end up losing more than just those 2 heroes. So they had to kill the Axe, otherwise he was going to keep blinking and calling, and it was just going to be a problem. But now there's a Shadow Blade from Yang. Mushi has Shred's Blink Dagger. Aegis goes for the Troll Warlord, and at 13 minutes into this game, they are rolling. They have a 10,000 net worth lead at 13 minutes. That's something else, man.
Yeah, the Shadow Blade just tells me that they know they have this early game, and they're just looking to snowball. They're looking to use it, get a couple more picks to the point where MVP are just going to be groveling. And, well, EHOME, it looks like they're on pace to do so. But, hey, I've seen this story before, Maut. It may not be the title of Big God vs. Feet Gaming, but there was a point there that FY was 8-0 or 9-1 on his Axe. It looked like there was just no coming back, but this game, they don't have the Medusa. So I don't know here. MVP, Ryzen's going to get caught out now. Please, TP out.
No bash.
And with the Stolen Refraction, he's going to be fine. But QO, does he not know that he would have been fine? He tries to come in and help out, but he's going to be the one in trouble now.
He's going to get sent home?
He is done. He's not going to be there in time. EHOME get a pick, an even better one, and Well, whereas he could have just either allowed the Rubik to die or let him escape, he tried to get involved.
Yeah, I mean, like, that, it's just the luck, man. Like, no first hit bash on Rising TPing away. Kyo walks in, first hit bash immediately from Yang. Just Ice Frog. He's with EHOME currently. And they're just going to go for the tier 2 tower. No Shadow Feed, no Requiem. Ravage is still down for 30 seconds. And I don't know. It's EHOME's game to lose at this point. You talked about it. There's no Medusa. I mean, SF's okay, but you really only need to just buy BKBs. Make sure your Aphotic Shields are going. Even just get a Crimson Guard if you really want to be super safe, because you already have the Vanguard out for the Axe.
Uh-oh, Dean. You're in trouble. He was split pushing top lane, and now he gets caught out. He's a big son of a gun, so it's going to take a couple of chops here from these two guys who can't really hit hard. But they'll finally hold him in the second that the real damage dealer shows up. It's Mushi. See you later. Heen is going to get annihilated. EHOME continue to dominate here in this one, 13-3.
DDC is maybe dead to 4Ev. He has I don't think he used it for a solo Vengeful Spirit, but they have no way of locking him down, actually.
He wants it, man. He wants it.
I honestly, yeah, he's... Oh, he got fogged! Oh my god, he didn't get around the tree. This tree blocked him getting vision. That sucks. That's so unfortunate, man. He's like, all right, I got an Omni Slash for this Venge, and then he just can't do it. Like, they can't even get an Omni Slash on a Venge.
Jesus. Bummer. So with that, they're not even going to get a little bit of scraps, the little support to try to help on out at this point. And MVP can't help but figure out what do we do? I mean, it's EHOME that are so dominant. Yang has his ages still, so even if you take him down, it's going to have to come back. Ohio's got a Crimson Guard now complete. At the same time, Jug just gets his Mask of Madness. It's a Strug City right now. And MVP are just trying to find the way out.
They have a mech for Kyo, that's something. They have Send Back, they have Ravage now. Ohio's just going to find March. He doesn't get the call off, though. Start of the fight coming.
Duo gets out the Requiem, and Ravage followed with Hand of God. But they're all still alive and healthy. And it looks like they're going to quickly recommend the send home of Shadow Fiend. Takes him right out. I was like, he just disappeared out of thin air, but he's gone. And now they look to go to 14. With Ravage already expended, he's just sliced watermelon. And there's going to be the Duck from Ohio. Ends up being a one-man drop, but that is pretty much all that MVP had. That was a Requiem, that was a Ravage, and now they're just going to have to go back on the defense.
You know, maybe if MVP had level 2 Omni Slash there, that might have been an okay fight, but he didn't use level 1, and level 1 wouldn't have done anything. So I think they expend 2 ults, they get no kills out of it, and now the Crimson Guard is done. And now Omni Slash, even with level 2, actually probably won't do anything. So it just comes down to finding picks with like smokes and high ground defense, and just hoping that EHOME throw bodies at the base with reckless abandon. Because I don't see any other way for this game to be taken by MVP. They have to have some huge plays. There's no Blink coming out for a Titan. In fact, he's going for a Force Staff. Not a bad decision, but they just need so much. Kyo getting a PKB might be the first step, but he's only got an Ogre Club.
Mushi has even a DD bottled up right here. This could be one-hit KOs across the MVP support staff. 700 life on your Rubik, Chen, 720. And here we go. EHOME jumps in, gets a hold of Ryzen, and, well, see you later. Nice knowing you, buddy. And he'll get pushed on back. With that, already down a man, MVP. What do we do to defend this? Holy crap. Oh, boy.
They're doing okay. I mean, like, Yang's getting kind of low. He still has his Aegis. He's going to Shadow Blade, and I don't know where he's leaving them. Goodbye.
Bye. I'm out of here. I mean, this feels like the game when you're like, when you start blaming mid or easy mid or something. Oh, boy.
When it gets super toxic.
Mid.
Dude, why did he walk out of the base?
Wait.
Why did they head out of there?
I just thought he was walking away going elsewhere, but they might get another catch off here. Yeah, they ended up crossing paths with Troll, and that was the last person you wanted
I mean,
to run
Troll
into.
did Shadow Blade away, but they're like, oh, they must all be bottom. We could walk out to mid lane and be fine. Like, no, I don't think that's how it works.
Nice little
MVP are having just a really rough game. They're making a lot of mistakes mentally in terms of just kind of getting out of position. It's a lot of positional errors and just a lot of being behind from just not good lanes. Like, really just bad laning assignments and bad positioning coming out for them, unfortunately. And they have 3 kills to show for it. And a lot of those are on... I mean, like, it's an Axe for 1 kill, or 2 kills, actually, Mushi. Yeah, that's pretty good kills, but... as it stands right now, MVP... I mean, this Troll's going for a Battle Fury, for God's sakes. He actually has it. He's got a Battle Fury. Okay.
He's been scouting him, but his Invis Rune's about to wear off, hoping that his team could rotate, but they had to push out the lane first, so it wouldn't be so blatant that they're just beelining it up to the EHOME jungle, so... They take the long road to come up and around, and they just know that somewhere over here is 2 EHOME members. And maybe we can grab a hold of one of them, but it's not going to be easy. Even in Flame, he's got level 2 borrowed time. And, of course, with Yang, he doesn't have the Aegis anymore. We'll see. Oh, and Flame's coming up. Can they at least burst him down quickly to borrow time? Not yet. Still not. He's still got it. Gosh, there we go.
There it goes.
They got it triggered. Now maybe they can walk him on down and get the support kill.
Yang's going to come in and just destroy both of them. They actually have Ravage and Requiem.
Oh,
they
boy.
know they're backing away. They say,
the
let's
hell
get
back.
out of
Throw
here.
him
They
on
have
the
four,
cliff.
actually. Yang's like, should I go in? Should I not go in? What am I doing here? Oh, God. Wave of Terror.
Oh, God. Yang moves in. Heen, is he going to use out the Ravage? He lives. Nope, he dies. He goes down. Requiem on the high ground. Not even going to do enough. Yang starts smarting him home one by one. See you later. Jesus Christ on a cracker, EHOME. 19-3. And a 15K plus net worth lead.
You know the game's going well when you have a Battle Fury and your Troll Warlord. I don't know what else to say. Like, it's like 20 minutes in. He's got so much freaking farm. He's got 610 PPM. March is dead within literally.
Was that March?
1
I thought that was a creep.
I don't know what happened there. I'm pretty sure he vaporized.
2 kills away from the dream. At this point for
true.
EHOME.
That's plausible. They probably get more than that, though.
Here we go. They're pushing on forward. Heen still has that Ravage. The nice thing for MVP, though, is it's pretty early for him. Their death timers are pretty low. Chen will be back in 10 seconds. And he's able to steal the Axis. Shh, trying to cast here.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's him faking out with the Hellbear Smasher. He's loud and annoying.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what that freaked me out. That actually scared me.
Calm down, Maut. March.
It's too late in the night, man. It's like 3 in the morning.
Well, we'll see here. In Flame, they get him. They pull him back. Borrowed time popped, and they don't want to touch him anymore. Ryzen able to steal the shield here. There's the Ravage. Are they going to ruin the dream? They will. 420. Blaze it up, boys. But now EHOME, they're going to just annihilate. They slop it on home. 1, 2, 3. Double buybacks coming on out, and all of MVP run away, piddling their trails back into home base.
The dream was real for a brief moment.
A brief moment.
We're not talking about the 3-2-2 dream.
Of course not, but MVP, it's a nightmare now. It's an absolute nightmare, and this is their final match for the DAC, and
You have to play it out, man. You just
gotta
can't
play it out. And you know what? You're getting good experience playing against these top-notch teams, even though you know your road is over. And I commend MVP. They are great players. They had a great showing at Star Ladder, but unfortunately just couldn't really bring the wins together here.
By some miracle, they can take this game, but I mean, you just saw what happened. I don't know if you saw what happened.
Oh, I saw what happened.
Okay, good. I mean, there is some brief glimmer of hope for MVP in the form of a throw, but other than that, I don't see a way you get back in it. You are down 20,000 net worth. You are down 20,000 experience. I'm not sure how this works out in the end.
Well, they're holding on. Last moments of their DAC life here. They will farm out this troll camp and take that troll with it. They pull back and they prepare. This net from this troll could be the one big turning point for MVP. We could see the Ultra 322, the 644, 1288. Yang just killed someone. I missed it because I was watching Roche, but I think he's taking on 1 versus MVP here.
He's killing the entire team. That's just what's
March
happening.
has got to go next. Come here, you. Where's your net now? Sentry drop. March. Ah! Gets chopped on down. Farms up the creeps as well.
Man, that's it.
Okay.
They have endured enough pain, and they just tap out at 23 minutes into the game, and I do not blame them.
Okay. Well, what we take from this, as it is over now for MVP. I have already, commended them on their strong play. They're a good, solid team. Great guys, nice guys. I got to meet them at Star Ladder. Hopefully they look to adventure their journey forward. We still got lots of tournaments, lots of Dota to come, and TI5 in the future here. And for EHOME, well, they needed this win. Now they get bumped up slightly to a 6-8 record. This is the meat of the group of the round-robin sandwich. And mathematically, I don't know where the hell this puts them, but every win counts, and they get it here.
Yeah, this was just really impressive play from EHOME. But, I mean, you have to win this game. Your tournament stakes they're on the line. So you have to do something special. And they draft a comfortable lineup, and it really comes down to they knew that the Chen was coming out, and then they draft a really solid defensive support with a Baden pick with the Axe in that bottom lane. And the Chen he farms the jungle, and by the time he's able to maybe rotate and get a gank or something, it's just not even effective because they've already taken the tower, they've already taken a kill or two. There's nothing they can do in that lane. And then it doesn't help that they won both of the other lanes too for EHOME. They won all 3 lanes. Mushi dumped on the SF, and then top lane Tide did not have a good time in that duel lane with the Vengeful Spirit as well as the Troll Warlord. So I don't know how long we have before our next game, but good stuff from EHOME. Looking forward to seeing more of them later.
Yeah, that will wrap up heat number 3 here for our final group stage day. We're going to be moving forward now to heat number 4, and that is going to be a good one, Maut. We got Evil Geniuses taking on Big God. We just saw Big God pull out a huge comeback against VG Gaming on the back of a Burning Medusa, and, well, I'm looking at these 2 Titans go together. That's coming up next here on Beyond the Summit 2. I'm KotLGuy. Support me on Twitter at KotLGuy, and my good buddy Maut here at Maut Dota. We'll be back after a small break.